the hell just happened? Hi, everybody.
What'd you do?
I broke it. Hey, everyone. I'm Marcel Kalinovic, the Butcher of Wall Street. Today, we're taking a look at some great information from the one and only CEO Aron. And it's already got APE up 76% so far. It was up significantly more earlier today. But yeah, we're looking at a 155 million volume on APE. AMC preferred equity units already today, which is absolutely massive. We've seen an average daily volume of around 18 million. The only other time we saw volume over 80 million was during the days preceding the C90 calendar days of the APE issuance, which we saw 80 million plus volume. But now we've got some real news. And that real news, and not just, a theory, that real news is that the one and only Aron, CEO of AMC Theaters, has come out and started talking AMC and APE reverse split of AMC, of course, and an APE conversion to AMC, which both, in my opinion, are extremely bullish. I understand a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people are worried. Not a lot, I guess some people that are not quite as educated in the financial markets. But I personally feel that it's one of the greatest things that Aron has ever done. It is an absolute fucking checkmate, in my opinion. So taking a look here, APE is at $1.21, up 76% on the day, and AMC is negative at the moment. I truly believe that this is because shorts have been shorting the price of AMC while meanwhile having to deliver APE shares to the broker dealers and such. But let's get into it really quickly here before I start giving you all the back end. Let's start looking at the front end of what's going on. Starting simply here. CEO Aron says, "We have such important news. We succeeded in raising another $110 million of equity capital. That's $272 million of new cash in 90 days. Also arranged to get $100 million of debt converted into equity at a substantial discount. AMC is in a much stronger cash position." And for those of you that are unaware, AMC recently, just a few days ago, paid off around $170 million worth of debt. And while doing so, they got about a 60 to 70% discount on that debt, which is absolutely massive. Too many people are concerned about debt.
You disappeared in the sound got lost.
Let's see, mic check. Got nothing here still. Yeah, you guys can hear me on the Discord. And
Yeah.
my microphone is back on YouTube. All right, thank you, everybody. Sometimes when I move the microphone, the cord gets shifted around and it causes a disconnection in there. Fabulous microphone, blue. Not so fabulous hardware as far as the cable goes. I'll probably replace that soon because it's happened a couple of times now. I don't know where you guys last heard me, so I'll just start over and say it quickly. AMC succeeded in raising another $110 million of equity capital, $272 million of new cash in 90 days. And they also arranged to get $100 million of debt converted into equity at a substantial discount. They got about a 60 to 70% discount on some of the debt they paid off last week. That's huge. Not to mention, there are companies out there that meanwhile AMC has around $5 billion worth of debt, and less now because they just paid off a bunch of it. They are in a very strong position with great revenues, and their revenues have recently exceeded that of 2019, pre-pandemic. And the difference is that there have been significantly fewer movies this year, 2022, than there was in 2019 pre-pandemic. And even still, their revenue has already exceeded $5.5 billion per recent statements by Aron that did not give us an exact number, but did say that AMC's revenues exceeded the 2019 pre-pandemic levels. I was really happy to go see Avatar 2 in a private theater. I rented a private theater at AMC, spent about another $200 worth of snacks, popcorn, drinks, and everything with my family and friends, and it was a great time. It was a fantastic movie. Now I'm going to go see it again. This time I'm going to go see it in IMAX 3D. It was a fabulous movie. Now, a lot of people you're going to be hearing saying like, oh, you're going to hear a lot of negativity and a lot of people that are uneducated in the market, and even more people out there that are, paid to spread fear, uncertainty, and despair. A lot of bots and shill accounts and brand new accounts of Twitter that just joined or that may have joined a long time ago, saying things that are very negative. Naturally, that is the MO of a lot of these short hedge funds. AMC Entertainment Holdings announced $110 million equity capital raise. They raised $110 million of new equity capital through the sale of APE units to Antara Capital LP. Antara at a weighted average price of 66 cents per share. The APE closing price on the NYSE on December 21st was 68 cents. In addition, they also sold other shares of APE previously, and I think their average sale was around $1.22 or so. A lot of people are asking me if I'm mad that they sold shares at 66 cents. Absolutely not. They just made hundreds of millions of dollars, and they didn't have to do a goddamn thing other than issue some of these APE shares. It also reduces debt by $100 million, principal amount of their second lien notes due 2026, currently held by Antara, in exchange for approximately 91 million APE units. This $100 million principal debt reduction reduces their annual interest expense by approximately $10 million. Now, they seek a special shareholder meeting to vote on the following AMC Board of Directors proposals. 1, to convert APE units into AMC common shares. I, for one, and everyone that I know that knows their ass from a hole in the ground, is voting yes, but feel free to do whatever the hell you want. To reverse split the number of AMC common shares at a 1-to-10 ratio. I'm also voting yes for that. It's absolutely phenomenal. If APE shares are converted into AMC, then that would make all the shorts on APE, the AMC preferred equity unit, have to close their positions. They would be forced to close their positions.
Exactly. That's what we love. Yeah.
And you don't have to take my word for it, even though I know I'm fucking right. But we went ahead and asked the broker-dealer. And somebody asked, and the broker-dealer rep by the name of Sean said, asked a couple questions. Say, by converted, are you talking about a reorganization? Do you have a ticker symbol? And he let him know that since this is brand new news, this guy Sean didn't even know about the APE to AMC shareholder vote that we're going to have in the near future. There's not yet a date on it. So even though I can see you're asking about it, we don't have it yet, but we'll have it soon, I'm sure. Aron will probably let us know, and I'll let you know as soon as I get it. So one of our friends in the Boss Blunts think tank here went ahead and asks, I was wondering if any short positions on APE would have to close prior to the conversion of APE to AMC, of course he meant. And he said just a moment, looked into it, and came back and says, APE, ticker symbol APE, is a marginable security that is in our hard-to-borrow program for shorting. If there is a specific date the reorganization is going to happen, and depending on what the reorganization is, we would reach out to the short positions and ask them to close the day before the reorganization takes place at the latest. At the latest, of course. They could be forced to close out today, tomorrow, next week, or immediately after the shareholder vote. I don't know, but I know I'm voting yes. Now, I'll just say this as a disclaimer for all the people in there in the chat right now, in the YouTube chat. I see some people are unhappy with Aron. And I'll ask you this. How many multi-million-dollar companies have you run? That's what I thought. Now, myself, as the CEO of several small businesses, have run multiple multi-million-dollar companies. And I think Aron is doing a fantastic fucking job. Fantastic job. I could not be more happy with him as a person and as a CEO for AMC. You see, the thing a lot of people don't realize is that when AMC split and became AMC1, which is 100 share, basically Ape and AMC, when they did their split in the first place and issued this dividend, shorts were doubled because every short position on AMC became another short position on Ape. Therefore, now that they're doing a conversion shareholder vote, if retail is smart and votes yes, then the shorts would have to close their positions on Ape. There's a big distinction between, when do shorts have to cover? What? I don't like saying that. I want to know, when the fuck do shorts have to close their positions? I don't care about covering. I don't want them to cover and roll. I want them to close their fucking positions. And that's what this does. This makes them close their fucking positions because when there's a conversion, Ape will no longer cease to exist. It is going to be converted 1-to-1 into AMC. Period. Unequivocally, there's no denying it. That's what has to happen. Ape is a marginal security that is in our hard to borrow program for shorting. If there's a specific date for the reorganization, and depending on what it is, we would reach out to the short positions and ask them to close. He didn't say cover. He said ask them to close them the day before the reorganization at the latest. I love this fucking stock. Damn. See, now, also, let's get to the next topic. A lot of people are worried about the share reverse split. That's absolute nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. If they convert your 10 shares into 1 share, that 1 share is worth 10 times as much. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. That would be so much better for me and for, I would say, the majority of people, probably everybody. And the people that don't have a lot of shares are saying, but if I have 100 shares now, I'll only have 10 shares. Yeah, but the price of the shares would also be 10x. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter. Instead of selling 10 shares at a time, a person could sell 1 share at a time. And the price is already 10 times higher. When shorts have to close their positions on AMC, well, the price would go a lot higher because the starting price would already be much higher. It's really quite simple stuff that a lot of people just don't seem to understand. And I get it can be complicated. But the reality of the fact is, I put on my Mo Astronaut helmet today because, like Pink Floyd, we're going to the dark side of the fucking moon. Hey, my man, Woody Wooderson over here. He says, hey, Marcel, it's Aron from the AMC channel on Telegram. This is exciting news. Anything where the shorts get forced to close is exciting for me. Hey, man, I agree with you on that. That's fucking phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Thank you so much. Aron, make sure you guys check it out. If you guys want to, we did a live stream on his Telegram channel. He's got an AMC Telegram channel over there. You guys can check it out. I think it's from a few days ago, or it was on Saturday, I believe. You guys can catch it there on my channel, and you can get a link to his Telegram if you choose. I'm not sponsored. I don't receive any gifts or money, or I don't have any financial interest or any other interest in it whatsoever, other than I like their community. I think that they're doing good things over there, and props to you. Shout out to you, Aron, for spreading the positivity in your AMC Telegram community. I think that's fabulous. Now let's keep moving. I'm voting yes for Ape to AMC conversion. I'm voting yes for the reverse split. And I just gave you all the reasons why. Now let's see. Eugene Anderson seems to be a little confused over here. He says it's not worth 10 times as much when it's going to be shorted to death the second the conversion's on the market. Eugene Anderson, the cost to borrow for AMC is already up to 230% today. 230%. Who's got that shit? Who's got that shit? And the reason is because it's really hard to fucking borrow. You think they're going to lend it out as the price starts to skyrocket? I doubt it, my friend. I doubt it. Regardless, the price has already been shorted and shorted and shorted for years. And I don't expect them to stop shorting it whether reverse split happens or not. So instead of watching AMC go down to, $2 or $3, I would much rather have my shares converted 10-1 and then watch the price go up 10 times. No problem at all on my end. Not to mention, the shares of Ape, all the shorts on Ape would have to be closed out. And when that happens, well, the derivatives basket named AMC1, which is the true value of Ape and AMC, would also go up as a byproduct, because that's what derivatives do. They follow the underlying assets. So that way, Ape would cause AMC1 to go up, and eventually AMC as well. Crawdaddy Dollars. This is not America. You do not have freedom of speech in my YouTube chat. This is Boss Blunt's think tank and my YouTube channel. And if people are over there saying stupid ass shit or lies or spreading fuddy questions because they are fearful, they're uncertain, and they're spreading despair, we're going to put a stop to it, my friend. So the mods are doing what they have to do in order to ensure that happens. Right? We've informed them of this already, and that's the whole point, my friend. This is not, if you want to say whatever you want, go on your social media. You can say anything that you like. But that's not the game we're playing. We're not going to allow people to come in here and spread FUD and say stupid things that they don't really understand, but are just saying them because they're scared. That's not what this channel's about.
Yeah, we have a chance to find those shorts on the conversion. Why wouldn't we do that?
Yep. Yeah. Let's take a look here.
Why the hell wouldn't we do
There's no reason. There's no reason there's no good reason other than people are fucking scared. Okay, too many people don't understand what the hell's going on in financial markets and want to pretend like they know what's going to happen in the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, goddamn right. After drink emotion.
So let's get that across right now. You're not in America on my YouTube chat channel, okay? You're in America wherever you stand. You can go on social media and say whatever you want. But I'm not going to allow people to say nonsense or to say stupid shit in our YouTube chat. I need some tea. I'm pumped. I need to chill out.
I can break it down a little bit more if you'd like while you have your tea.
My man Wolfie. Let's hear what you got, brother.
So we've been here 2 years now. 2 whole years.
Cheers.
I mean, the amount of stuff that we've learned and we've been through. But let's just flip it. Let's flip it to their side. We're correct. Everything we've learned, we're correct. Everything we've talked about, we're correct. Everything we've highlighted, we're correct. Everything about the paper trail for 20 years, we're correct. Everything about Wall Street conspiracy, we're correct. Down the rabbit hole, we're going to be correct. Everything we've said Congress knew, we're correct. Let's flip it to their side now. I've had 2 years of telling you you're wrong. 2 years of telling you we're all dumb money. 2 years of telling you we're all stupid. 2 years of telling you that we're going to lose money. It's our fault the pensions lost money. We didn't put it in the riskiest side of the market. We didn't lay our bets. We came in under a perfect storm for a company that we liked, a business that we liked, money that we worked for. But here they are in the chat. Here they are on every single Discord, every single social network they can. Ain't for you, Ape. Ain't for me, ain't for Marcel, ain't for Cash, ain't for any of us. Who's it for? Who are these people that keep coming up in these chats with these questions that are throwing shade, this darkness that they want to put over it? Is it for the people that are looking, that don't know what's going on, aren't educated, don't trust Marcel or Wolfie or Cash or hundreds of thousands of us, millions of us that are in this play? Why? Flip it. Are you going to lose your house? Are you going to lose your business, your credibility, your suit, your spot on mainstream media? Is your integrity going down the pan? What happens when we're correct? Flip it. They lose. They don't just lose money. This isn't 2008 and they just bounce back. This is 5 to 10 million that will grow exponentially the day after. The people like Marcel will become the new Burries. The people like Bighams and all the stuff that they'd be able to provide for everyone. Aron will be held up as the silverback. We will have people like CV Payne on our side. We will have the Wall Street conspiracy and Darren Saunders, may rest in peace, finally fucking heard. And you see yous in the chat, all yous are responsible for the houses that have been lost, the pensions that have been robbed, the jobs that have disappeared, the cancer people, the people that have died of cancer because cancer companies were put out of business by you scummy bastards. Hear my fucking words. We ain't leaving. We ain't listening. We pay you no attention. You're an annoying little fuck like a mosquito, like a leech. You bring nothing. You provide nothing. With your stupid, well-worded questions like we're all dumb. We've seen you for 20 years. We're louder than ever. The light will be seen way past the moon. You can't stop this no more. Why? Because you made your fucking bed. You can't get my shares. You can't take off me what I own. And I ain't fucking selling. And neither is any of the other apes. We're going to be polite going forward. We're not going to become the arrogant bastards that you all are. And we are going to win. We don't need the rule regulators. We don't need the enforcers. We need time. Today, we took a wonderful step. You're on time. TikTok, motherfuckers. All you haters in the chat. All you people want to cast shadow, shade. All those out there that pretend they're apes, that want to be a voice, so that at the last minute they can cut the legs from the movement. You're too late. January 2021, you were too late.
Fucking right, brother.
Everything you've done, everything you've used has failed. We're still here. We ain't leaving. We're never going to leave. We're getting louder. We're being prouder. And we've got more and more starting to come on board. And the moment that really starts to kick in, the moment that really starts to help, is the home saved, the job saved, the career saved, the business saved, the CEO saved. Your days are fucking numbered. You've had it too long. The mafia, a cabal within the Wall Street conspiracy. Cancer is what I've always called you. Cancer is what's going to be cut out. There's going to be nothing left of you, and we will still be here.
When this is
So
over,
put your shitty comments out.
they're going to be saying, you got so fucking lucky. And we're going to be saying, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. We worked for it. We put our hard-earned money on the line every single day. I put my money on the line. And I'm not fucking selling until these shorts close. You guys have seen me buy over $100,000 worth of AMC and APE in one shot on this channel in the past. I haven't sold any of that. I haven't sold any of my other AMC or APE shares, just for full disclosure for those that try to twist my words. I also happen to keep buying more AMC 1 call contracts, because I intend to sell some for a premium and exercise hundreds of thousands of shares up the market makers' asses and force the broker dealers and the market makers to go out and fetch my fucking shares. Because before this is over, I will have six-figure shares.
I drink your milkshake.
That's right, brother. I drink it up, Kenny. I drink your milkshake. This is going to be fucking phenomenal.
My God, we've been so goddamn rich.
Aron came out and told me exactly what I already fucking knew. What everybody else had to wait to hear it from this man out of, I don't know what it is. Desperation, uncertainty, I'm not fucking sure. But he came out and told us also apes worked exactly as intended to let us raise needed cash, buy back debt, explore M&A, but a huge discount in ape market price versus common stock must be addressed. Right? You guys wanted him to address it? He's addressing it right fucking now, and he's giving you the fucking answers that you want and need. But some people are too stupid to understand that this is what you want. We'll hold the shareholder votes. It's time to convert APE Preferred into AMC Common to eliminate that discount. And I'm voting yes. And I hope that everybody does the right thing. Because I know you're going to see guys out there like Matt Kors and a bunch of other jackasses come out and say, oh, we're being diluted, and oh, the price is going down, or this or that, or I'm going to lose 10%, my shares are going to be reduced 10 to 1. Just like your shares were doubled when you went from AMC to APE. They'll be doubled again if APE goes back in AMC 1 to 1. And then they'll be cut, divided by 10 if the AMC 10 to 1 reverse split occurs. And that will be fucking phenomenal, because the price of your shares will also go up 10x. It's fucking easy as hell to understand what's going on. And some people are just trying to overcomplicate it.
Ape don't hurt us. Never did.
Cali Bro Bear says, starting to think all YouTubers are out here to get everyone to hold a zero. I don't know, man. I think you're full of shit, to be honest with you. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull something up here. Any money that anybody puts in the stock market, you should probably consider it gone. If you're investing money in the stock market, you might as well be putting it on the fucking roulette table. It's the same fucking thing. And anybody that tells you otherwise, that says it's a safe investment, is fucking lying to you. There's no such thing as a safe investment. Now take a look at this. My unrealized P&L on one of my accounts, this particular account right here, is $40,000 on my AMC shares and $15,800 on my APE shares. I'm not worried. I couldn't fucking care less. You see, on this one account, I've got 7,998 shares of AMC and 4,068 shares of APE. I'm not counting my other brokerage accounts, even though I've got others with significantly more. But that's not what I'm focusing on, this one, because this is the one that people have seen me show on my screen before. This right here means nothing to me. This right here, it means nothing to me. Because that's the way that investing, in my opinion, needs to be done. Without emotion. When you put your money in the stock market, or you put it on the fucking poker table, or on the blackjack table, or on the roulette, or pop it into that little slot machine, you may as well consider it gone. And do your damnedest to take profits and to make money when you can. And I sure as fuck am not selling with a negative $57,760 P&L. I don't see it as losses because it's unrealized. I consider it unrealized gains. That's all.
Holy crap, man. I feel that 12 cents.
I wonder if my AMC one's filled at 10 cents. I gotta find out.
Unrealized motherfucking rich.
Unrealized rich. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm smart enough to know that if I put my money in the stock market, that I risk losing that $100,000. And I don't fucking care. Because my intention, well, let's put it this way. I'm not fucking selling. And I know that the shorts exist. I've seen them in January of 2021. I've seen them in May and June of 2021. And I've seen them even more recently when the cost to borrow skyrocketed after the FTX and Bittrex pulled their tokenized securities that were used via ISDA swaps to short the price of AMC1 and create share locates. And now you guys are seeing the cost to borrow go up. The cost to borrow is at 230% on AMC. Plain and simple. The reason being, because it's getting harder and harder for these guys to maintain the prices where they are. And if APE goes up, they want to beat AMC down in order to try to prevent the cumulative price of AMC1, which is the real value of AMC, from getting out of control. Regardless, we are now seeing they are out of control. 159 million volume on AMC preferred equity shares. 159 million volume, when historically the average daily volume is around 18.2 million. What do you think's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Margin calls. Shorts are being forced to close their fucking positions. Broker dealers are getting word about what's going on and saying, APE is a marginable security that is in our hard to borrow program for shorting. If there's a specific date the reorganization is going to happen, we would reach out to the short positions and ask them to close them the day before the reorganization takes place at the latest. It's really quite simple, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Woody brings up a great point. It's not losses unless you sell for a loss. I haven't lost $1. Just because my one account is down. Oh, fuck. Let me pull that back up. Just because my one account is down $57,000 doesn't mean I've lost anything. Because I'm not a paper-handed bitch. And I don't have to sell. Do you understand? That's just me. If you're scared, if you want to take your money elsewhere, take your money. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your fucking money. But I am here to share my opinion on AMC and APE because I love the fucking stocks. Get the fucking money printer out, Kenny. And then after that,
48 is
it's going to be Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen getting the money printer out to bail out these fucking banks. You guys could also see my other positions here on this one account. Got some MMAT call contracts for January, April. Got some Highcroft contracts for January and February. Got some Credit Suisse puts for January. Clovis Q, which is now not tradable. There's no opening trades allowed on it. Whatever. Like I said, when I put money in there, I am well aware that anything that I spend in the stock market could go to zero. And I am okay with that because I know with my conviction that I have no reason to worry. Ocugen call contracts, VIX call contracts, Nano Dimensions call contracts for 2024, Mullen, and more. But I'm not going to go pulling out all of my stops and all of my brokers right now because there's no reason for me to do that. I've got more than enough here on this one account to make me hundreds of millions of dollars, I believe. Well, I should say I know. And I sleep well at night knowing that. I did take some significant profits on SPY puts today and TQQQ put contracts as well. I made between 50 and 90% on each of those respectively. And I know where I'm putting that money. It's my favorite fucking meme stocks. Let's go back to the watch list. See how APE is doing. Mullen's up 2.25. DRV, the directional real estate value, is up right now as well. That's a bearish ETF. And right now, APE is up at $1.23. It's a 79% gain on the day. And as we stated now, the volume is at 160 million. You don't have to be a genius to figure out that with volume comes price action. And with shorts having to close their positions comes a violent, violent squeeze. I'm voting yes for the reverse split. I'm voting yes for the conversion. I think they're great fucking ideas. I think they're great. I think it's a great fucking plan. Simple arithmetic. If approved, the share count goes down so that a share price goes up. Stop spreading FUD. Stop spreading uncertainty, especially if you don't know the way that markets work. A lot of people out there are trying to compare MMTLP to AMC, but there's too many differences there. I've done a whole video on this already. MMTLP was pink sheet, gray market, unsponsored by the parent company, MMAT, at the time. It was never supposed to be traded. Okay? It was OTC. It was not even a real stock. It was a dividend placeholder. AMC and APE trade on the NASDAQ. They are preferred equity share units. They have voting rights. Plain and simple, they are sponsored by AMC. They are a real stock. And together, they make AMC1, the derivatives basket, which a lot of people, including Matt Kors, don't have any idea that that's the real value of AMC. The conversion of APE to AMC1 and the reverse split are checkmate. Checkmate. Absolute fucking perfection. Let's take a quick look here. AMC Entertainment Holdings announced it'll raise $110 million new capital, right, through the sale of APE to Antara Capital. We already talked about that. They exchanged $100 million principal amount of their second lien notes due 2026 for approximately 91 million APE units, thereby reducing AMC's outstanding debt by $100 million with future annual interest expense reduction of approximately $10 million more. They split the sale into two tranches. The first tranche involved the immediate purchase of Antara of 60 million APE units at the market program. The second tranche for the purchase of approximately 106 million APE units, as well as 100 million debt exchange, are subject to the completion of the waiting period under the Hart-Scott-Rodino. As you can see, in addition, AMC's board of directors is seeking to hold a special meeting for holders of both AMC common shares and APE units, voting together to vote on the following proposals, as we've already discussed them: to increase the authorized number of AMC common shares, to permit the conversion of APE units into AMC common shares. I'm voting fuck yeah, unequivocally. To effect a reverse split of AMC common shares at a 1-to-10 ratio. Absolutely. I don't mind turning the almost 8,000 AMC shares I have in this one account into, a 10-to-1, into dividing it by 10, because my share price will go up by 10. I got no fucking problem with that. To adjust authorized ordinary share capital such that, after giving effect to the above proposals if adopted, AMC would have the same ability to issue additional common equity as it currently has to issue additional APE units. I'm voting yes, because every time that AMC sells shares like they did in January and in May of 2021, every time the share offering is completed, the fucking price goes up. A lot! A fucking lot! For fuck's sake! Adam Aron commented, AMC's ongoing capital raising efforts and balance sheet strengthening continues in earnest. They agreed to raise $110 million of fresh equity capital, taking our total equity capital raised through the sale of APE to $272 million of additional cash over the last 90 days. In addition, we are also improving our balance sheet by reducing the principal balance of our debt by yet another $100 million through a debt for APE unit exchange. This is in addition to the approximate $180 million more of debt reduction that was already accomplished by AMC this year. Aron added, clearly the existence of APEs have been exactly achieving their intended purposes. They have let AMC raise much welcomed cash, reduce debt, and in doing so deleverage our balance sheet and allow us to explore possible M&A activity. They are doing more mergers and acquisitions. However, given the consistent trading discount that we're routinely seeing in the price of APE units compared to AMC, we believe it is in the best interest of our shareholders for us to simplify our capital structure, thereby eliminating the discount that has been applied to the APE units. We heard Fidelity tell us that when AMC did a dividend split, that for every one short position of AMC, there was now also one short position of APE. So now that a reverse is occurring, that a conversion of APE back in AMC is occurring, those shorts in APE must close out their fucking positions. Woody Wooderson says, it's like having 100 $1 bills or having 10 $10 bills. It's worth the same. It's worth the same. It doesn't matter if you have 5 20s, 10 10s, or 100 singles. It's still $100 fucking dollars. Not to mention that with a conversion, it could cause the price to skyrocket. And then your $100 might be worth a lot fucking more than $100.
I'd rather start a squeeze at 50 than I would at 3.
Exactly. Because the top price is much higher. The possibilities are much greater.
A lot less shares to be able to get access to get out the door. It's a narrower path, a bottleneck.
Let me go back to my house here. I did get, apply for Twitter Blue here so I can get verified, so I can have a blue check mark, but I don't have it yet. So look out there. I'll never ask you for money. I'll never ask you for anything or to trade a certain way. Look at that. Oh, look, volume's up at 162 million on Ape now. 85.4% gains. Alejandro Ansueto says, so it's better to buy AMC rather than Ape right now because the conversion, I would get more AMC after conversion. My friend, I can't give you financial advice. So unfortunately, I can't answer that question for you. Okay, you've got to decide for yourself. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is what my AMC 1 contracts look like today. Going to the fucking moon. You're right here. You know what? I don't make guarantees. I just go by the rules. And the rules state that APE is a marginable security that is in our hard-to-borrow program for shorting. And if there's a specific date the reorganization is going to happen, and depending on what it is, we would reach out to short positions and ask them to close them the day before the reorganization takes place at the latest. Keep your fucking foot off my YouTube channel. Keep your fucking foot off my YouTube channel because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. APE is moving all right. Back up to 128 already. Woody brings up another great point. Fucking Woody, stop fucking sending me money, bro. Stop with the super chats, guys. But thank you. Thank you very much. He says conversion makes locates much harder. You think the borrow rate is crazy now? It's going to get even crazier pretty soon. Did I tweet that fucking borrow rate? That's what I'm looking for. Did I tweet it out or not? I don't think I did. Who posted it up in the think tank? I know it was in here. One of you guys posted that shit up. I saw it several times. Dude, we're going to be Zelensky rich. This is going to be fucking great. We're going to get that Ukraine money, baby. Nice. Rock and roll, Idaho Bob. Buying 300 AMC and 200 apes. You're a fucking gangster, brother. Holy shit. Where are we at here? Who's got that cost to borrow? Come on, somebody drop it in the bottom of the chat for me. One of you guys, put it in the think tank for me. Let the people see it for themselves. The average cost to borrow is like 230 fucking % right now. Oh yeah, here, I posted this earlier. This is from one of my other brokers. My fucking call contracts on AMC1 for 2024 are up 356% at the moment. So far. And I got a lot of fucking theta on those. That's for sure. A lot. Let's see. We had a reverse repo today of 2 trillion. 2 trillion? 2 trillion. No, 2,222,898,000. No, I'm a liar. 2,222,898,000,000 dollars. On the reverse repo. Yep. That's fucking insanity. Money market funds are out of control. They have nowhere else to put their money. Perspective. Thanks to Frank Siccotti for putting this up there. In the last couple of hours, the cost to borrow went up almost 1,000% for AMC. 1,000% increase in the cost to borrow. The average cost to borrow, not the maximum, the average is 231.8%. The maximum cost to borrow is 286.13%. And the minimum was 45.75%. Again, this is about a 1,000% increase on the cost to borrow. This shit is bananas. Bananas. Let's see. When you wanted to buy more AMC shares for your birthday, but she surprises you with a threesome instead. That's fucking great. You guys are having a good time, I can see. This is fucking phenomenal. Here you go. From my guy, thank you, Hove Moon Vision, for posting this up. This is from my guy on Twitter, Crystal Ball 93. He says, the QSIP will change after the reverse split. We will see an ever-increasing number of aged fails. Naked shorts transactions orphaned. They're aged failure to delivers. And a growing number of sold, not yet purchased liabilities on balance sheets. Shorts will try to hide these liabilities across many subsidiaries. Absolutely. It doesn't mean they're not going to lose fucking money in those subsidiaries. So I am A-OK with that. That's why Citadel can claim that their Wellington fund is doing great. Because they've pushed off their short positions on other subsidiaries that they own. And they own a lot of them. Excuse me. Phenomenal. I love this community. You guys are fucking amazing. Avatar: The Way of Water has passed $600 million worldwide already. This is insane. Scroll down, way down to the bottom, jump to the present. Yeah, thanks so much, Nate. Nate Banks, good looking out, my man. Here you have it right here. Oh, hey, look, that's me. What do we got here? Just moments ago, taking about 1 minute ago, we're looking at the average cost to borrow at 224% on AMC. You can see it here, stock ticker AMC. Maximum cost to borrow, 304.94% as well. And the minimum at 19.21. As you can see, they returned 1.39 million shares to try to reduce the cost to borrow. But they also had to borrow 1.64 million, which is an increase of 250+ thousand shares. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. Shorts have to close. There's no covering, guys. Shorts must close. Period. They must fucking close. This is not MMTLP, some OTC, gray market, pink sheet, fucking unsponsored dividend placeholder. This is a real fucking dividend with preferred equity share units with voting rights issued by AMC directly. They must fucking close. Don't take my word for it. Here's broker-dealer. Someone asked their broker-dealer, APE is and they asked that exact same thing. If AMC is proposing to convert APE into common shares AMC, the short positions on APE have to close. APE is a marginal security that's in our hard to borrow program. We would reach out to the short positions and ask them to close them the day before the reorganization takes place at the very latest. Richie Rich, what if they halt it for days or weeks? Well, if they halt it for days or weeks, I'm still not fucking selling. So that's more time for people to spread the word and see what's happening. That'll just open more people's eyes and probably cause more fear of missing out buying by retail investors that are not currently invested in AMC as they learn about the shit that's going on and the things that are happening and the absolute gamma squeezing and fear of missing out buying and the delta hedging by broker dealers would cause more calls to go in the money, creating an absolute tornado, a whirlwind of problems for short positions, broker dealers, and the clearing houses. That's great. That's fucking great. 165 million volume on APE already. We're looking at $1.28 on it. Fabulous. Look at AMC. I can guarantee you it's been shorted into the fucking ground. Check it out. Oh, it was down almost 15% earlier. Now it's down 11.42%. We've got 48.7 million fucking volume on AMC. How could that happen when the average volume on AMC is like 25 million? Well, let's take a look. Average volume on AMC is 26.6 million. Today we've got 48.7 million. Why? Well, most likely, oh, look at that fucking volatility. Most likely because shorts are trying to bring it down as far as possible. They want the AMC1 derivatives basket that holds AMC and APE shares to stay at a certain level. And if APE goes up, they've got to bring AMC down. And they are starting to close positions and probably desperately seeking for ways to keep the price of APE down as well, the AMC preferred equity. That's why the APE volume is 165 million. Well, let me scroll up so you can see that better. But here, you can see here, average volume on APE now, because it's been increased from the 18.2 million that it was previously by today's price action alone and today's volume alone. Today's volume of 165 million has skewed the daily average volume from 18.2 million that it was like last week up to 19.7 million today, because this only started trading on August 22nd of 2022 when it was issued to retail shareholders such as myself and maybe yourself. So today's average volume of 165 million has caused significant volatility and significant trading of shares. At one point, it was up at $1.38, but of course, as you can see, let's zoom in here around the 1 minute candles. It would happen first thing in the morning. It shot up. We had a giant red candle here first thing in the morning with a volume of 16.6K, which was huge, huge volume on the 1 minute to bring the price down. Then it barcoded here during a halt. Well, should I say it didn't move during a halt? After it shot back up on the next 2 minutes after that. Traded sideways, barcoded by the algorithm, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy red candles immediately after, and then volume trading all day long. All day long. So now the algorithms are trying to take control. They're trying to keep the price at a certain level without letting it get out of hand. What do you guys think in the chat? What about you guys here in the think tank? What's the word over here? I'm not selling for $1.27. How do you guys feel?
Hell.
I'm bullish.
I wonder what the dark percentage will be today.
Yeah, my friend Seaman or Robin brings up a good point. To cover is to pay to continue the short position or to roll it out. But to close is to pay to end the short position. Closing is the dark side of the moon, my friends. Fucking love it.
I'm not here to fuck about. I'm here to end them. Whatever it takes.
My guy. He's not fucking around, Wolfie. I like that.
Nope.
Yeah, you guys hear my little one in the background? She's getting changed and whatnot, and she's making a huge, huge problem out of it. Like, I can hear them over there, and it's rough. That's rough, poor kid. But nobody's hurting her. She's fine. He just doesn't want to change into like different clothing. It's really simple. The kid is not hungry. Almost like the kid is hungry. She doesn't need a Snickers. She just fucking ate. It's pissed off. Oh, that's too funny. Someone get her a Snickers quick. If you gave her some chocolate, she'd shut up. I tell you that. Every kid shuts up with chocolate. Yeah, huge shout out to Sean Wenzel for posting this AMC preferred equity, APE and AMC, APE together strong. They're attached at the hip. That's why AMC1 is so important. Yeah, we got 58.11% off volume. 94 million shares of APE have been traded off exchange. Huge shout out, Captain Awesome. Thanks for posting that up for us right there. Appreciate that a lot. UW Eric asks, do you know when the vote is? If not, what would you guess? I don't even think I should guess when the vote is, because I think I'd be doing you a disservice. Because either way, if I'm wrong, which I probably will be wrong, people are going to be crying saying that they bought weekly contracts that expire that fucking week, that Friday. and then they're going to be mad at me. So I'm not going to tell you when I think it is. I'm just going to say I think it's coming really fucking soon. Huge shout out, Alejandro and Woody, thank you guys for your contributions. Please stop super chatting us. It's too kind. Samony Walbeck, thank you as well for your contributions to the think tank. And Casey Hogue, thank you as well. Appreciate you very much.
I do know if Aron says 28th of January, I'm going to shit a brick.
Richard, thanks for your contributions, my friend. He asks, what's your thought on the price once this squeezes possibly? Just an educated guess. I can't give you an educated guess. Okay, I can't. It makes no sense for me to give you my educated guess. I think the price is going to go up thousands of percentages. Maybe more. But what's the point of me giving you a number? Yeah, there's no point in me telling you. Some people think it's going to go to 500 a share. Some people 5,000 a share. Some people 50,000 a share. Some people think it's going to 100,000 a share. I don't fucking know. I do know, however, that there's a ridiculous number of shorts marked as long, rehypothecations, married and divorced puts. There's a ridiculous number of tokenized securities that are being used to short the stock via swaps and other derivatives. There's a ridiculous number of swaps and futures, contracts, and such being used to manipulate the price of AMC and APE. And that just gives me all the conviction that I need to say thank you to Kenneth Cordell Bedpost Griffin, for shorting the shit out of AMC and other meme stocks. I'd also like to thank Susquehanna and Bank of America, not to mention Melvin Capital and even Archegos, for over-leveraging yourselves so much that all it did was put a spotlight on the manipulations happening in the market. Thank you. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. We're going to the fucking moon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look here real quick. AMC's down 11%, 49 million volume compared to the 26 million on average, being heavily shorted. AMC1 is down about 1.17% right now at 592. As you guys have seen, APE's 168 million volume for the day has it up 74.45% at this very moment, which greatly exceeds the average daily volume of 19 million by far. And the rest of the market is in absolute shambles. The S&P 500 earlier was down 2.8%, and the NASDAQ was down over 3%. And that's when I sold my TQQQ puts and my SPY puts and made a significant fucking profit, of which I'm going to be reinvesting in AMC and APE and other puts on the market and volatility index calls and such, so that I can continue to make more money and continue to buy more of my favorite meme stocks. This is not financial advice, and I don't think you should do anything that I'm fucking doing. Do what you want to fucking do. Do your own due diligence. Don't take my word for it. Just learn, go do your homework on it, and figure it out for yourself.
Hey, Marcel.
What's going on, brother? I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I don't want to, it's not my intention to spread any fraud or anything, and it might be a stupid question, but I have, when the stock starts to squeeze, AMC and APE, is it possible for the market makers to just suppress it through dark pools?
The price is already being suppressed through dark pool. They're suppressing it through dark pools right now. 94 million volume of APE out of the 160 something million is through dark pools, my friend. 169 million volume and 95 million is going through dark pools. It's already being suppressed, but the price is up 78.83%. Listen to me. I'm answering your question.
But the squeeze.
I'm answering your question. APE is squeezing right now. I'm not saying this is the MOAS. I'm not saying it's the top or the bottom, but it's squeezing right fucking now. And there's 169 million volume on it. And 95 million of that is going through dark pools. Almost 60%. Has the price gone up today?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So They're already suppressing the shit out of it through dark pools, right? To the tune of 95 million dark pool volume out of the 169 million volume that's actually occurring on the total volume. And the price is up almost 80% right now. So I think that answers your question pretty easily, doesn't it? Like, I mean, it was a good question, but the answer is right in front of you, my brother. God damn, we're going to be so fucking rich. Holy shit. Woo!
Yeah, they can't feel when they're done for when they have to cover.
That's true, buddy. When they got to close these positions, they've got to fetch the shares from anywhere at any price. At any fucking price, man. Any price. That's why it squeezed in January and in June of 2021. Hey, times have changed, man. Liquidity's drying up. Markets are falling apart. That's what causes margin calls. That's what causes short squeezes. The lack of liquidity, margin calls, not just from the DTC, but from entities and institutions around the fucking world, margin calling each other. It's only a short matter of time, in my opinion, before we see something that makes Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers look like a walk in the park. And on that day, Burr, motherfuckers. My man Phil for real said it best. Get the fucking money printer out.
Who's going to be left to short it when it goes, when it squeezes? Who's going to be stupid enough to come in like they did on the 28th of January 2021 and go after any of the meme stocks? Who's going to be in a position to be able to do it? None of them. They've just spent 2 years.
And how's the DTC going to stop the margin calls if everybody's margin calling each other? The prime brokers are going to margin call the hedge funds. The hedge funds are going to margin call everybody else. The broker dealers. The broker dealers are going to margin call the fucking hedge funds. The prime brokers are going to margin call the broker dealers. The prime brokers are going to margin call the family offices. The broker dealers are going to margin call the family offices. They're going to margin call retail. Chinese banks are going to margin call American banks and vice versa. And European banks are going to get margin called by American and Chinese banks and South American banks and African banks and Asian banks. And it's just going to be a fucking shit show of absolute beauty. I feel like Tyler Durden watching the fucking buildings explode in the background.
Safest companies on the planet be the ones with retail supporting it. High percentagely owned by retail.
God
They
damn.
won't go near it.
I'm done, dude. We've been talking about this for an hour. I'm going to go spend some time with my family and buy some more fucking AMC1 and some Ape and AMC. Like, I'm good. I know what's fucking coming next. I'm done.
Marcel.
Pantheon! Thanks for coming on, bro. Hey, before I go, bro, is there anything you'd like to add, my friend? I'd really like to hear from you.
Yeah, I just want to add a few things if I have a minute.
Yes, you do.
So this entry into a definitive agreement that was released today in the 8K, this goes through the forward purchase agreement with AMC. Now that's applicable to the waiting period of the Hart-Scott-Rodino Antitrust Improvements Act, the HSR Act.
Mm-hmm.
That is a waiting period of 30 days. It's shorter for other things, but for the purposes of what this is, it's about a 30-day waiting period, which they can request to be shortened, or the SEC could extend if they need more information. It's about antitrust.
Oh, it could be shortened as well.
It could be.
Okay.
But this deal is not done until that waiting period is completed, right? So that's just one thing to mention is the HSR Act, which shouldn't be a problem because it's about antitrust, right? And then Terra Capital happens to be a bondholder of the PIK interest, right? So they hold bonds with AMC, so it's an antitrust thing. It's not a big deal, but when that stops, then what we do is we jump into that 90-day waiting period. And I'm seeing a lot of people ask questions, when is the shareholder meeting going to take place, the special meeting for this? It's within 90 days. Doesn't have to be, at the 90th day, but one of the things is broker search cards have to be issued first. SEC Rule 14A13 requires 20 business days, or 4 weeks basically, of time to get broker search cards issued out to the various brokers to determine the number of proxy statements required to be mailed to the beneficial holders. So, when this thing won't hit and give everybody less than 30 days notice, they have to send out these broker search cards, figure out how many proxies are out there, mail them out to us, and we have to then vote. So for anybody thinking, oh my God, are they going to drop this on us in 2 weeks? There's going to be a time frame of this within that 90-day period where certain procedures have to happen, and we're going to have plenty of time to get our proxy votes in. Just wanted to add that part to the show. Thank you, sir.
Fabulous. Thank you, Pantheon. So you could elaborate on that. Is there a possibility for a minimum of 30 days, but it could be shortened by AMC on the shareholder vote? Is that correct, or am I misunderstanding slightly here?
No, the 30 days for the HSR, the Hart-Scott-Rodino Antitrust Act, both parties can request the SEC to do it shorter than 30 days. And for the SEC, they have to go through the different typically, this act applies to when a company's being bought out. Right? That's not what's happening here.
Right.
It's also various triggered numbers. If you have total assets or sales above 151 million, then this triggers into effect as well. So it's about trying to slow down the process of one company becoming too big, right? And that's not going to stop us in this case. So it could be shorter than 30 days for the HSR to be done. It's a minor part of the statement.
That's pretty much due regarding the second tranche of APE units that are being sold to Antara, right? That is what is subject to the completion of the waiting period under Hart-Scott-Rodino. Is that correct?
Anything in the forward purchase agreement, which covers the 34.9 million of the 60 million apes, and it covers the, that's I believe that's the one.
That's fucking fabulous. That's not an issue at all. I love it, dude. Thank you. And AMC did start going up a little bit. It was almost negative 15% today. It's gained back almost half of its losses with 50 million volume, and it's still down 8.68% for the day. But that was down. It was earlier. It was down almost 15%, and so that is absolutely good to see for AMC as well. AMC 1 has now finally gone green. AMC 1 is over $6 now and is green on the day for the first time, to the best of my knowledge. APE is still sitting up 75% green on the day. I could not be more fucking excited. And you guys have heard it here. You've heard it elsewhere. Specifically, APE is a marginal security that is hard to borrow and is in the broker-dealer's HTB program because it's hard to borrow for shorting. And if there's a specific date, the reorganization is going to happen. If retail votes yes, like they should, in my opinion, then they would reach out to the short positions and ask them to close their positions the day before the reorganization takes place at the fucking latest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Butcher of Wall Street. These are my friends, Pantheon, Cash Money, and everybody else here in the think tank, everybody on YouTube and Twitter, Twitch. Thank you guys for coming out and for your contributions to the think tank. I've got nothing else to say other than to tell Ken Griffin and the other shorts on AMC to get the fucking money printer out and get it warmed up because you're going to need it. You are going to fucking need it, guys. 171 million volume on APE compared to the average 19 million. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If you have a friend that doesn't know what to do, enlighten them. Enlighten them. Share them this information. Share this video if you want. Don't forget to drop a like. It's not for my ego. I don't give a fuck how many little numbers are on that little thumb up. It's for the YouTube algorithm to share it with other people. That's all. I wish you peace and wealth. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry fucking Christmas. That's about it for me. I got nothing. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Hell yeah. Gonna be so goddamn rich.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, let's go.
Gonna be fucking rich. Holy shit. I want my fucking money. What sounds that money printer make, bro? Shit, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Damn, I can't wait to exercise my contracts. 6-figure shares, here I come. Damn it, we're gonna be so fucking rich.
Oh, that back's good, man.
Listen, I want my fucking money.
You're an original,
Hey,
aren't you?
yelling, cowboy, give me the fucking money. Get the goddamn money printer out.
Great. The bounty letter.
We're gonna be so fucking rich. Get the goddamn money printer out. This has been great. Holy shit. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Holy shit. I'll wait as long as it takes. But damn, this is a nice surprise. Merry Christmas to all. I wish you peace and wealth.